Our future digital reality will need rules to stay people safe online. On August 6th, pop star Ariana Grande will begin her latest concert. But the show won't be ahead of a packed arena. Instead, she'll perform ahead of thousands of fans via Epic Games' Fortnite. The Rift Tour, as the concert is called, will run from August 6th to August 8th and feature 5 shows that Fortnite players can join and watch virtually with their friends. Grande joins a growing number of artists including Travis Scott and Killer Mike, entering the tech industry's newest obsession, the Metaverse. A persistent and virtual world accessible through augmented reality, computer game, or maybe smartphones, the Metaverse is being hyped by CEOs starting from Facebook's FB, Mark Zuckerberg, and Microsoft's MSFT, Satya Nadella, to Nvidia's NVDA, Jensen Huang, and, of course, Epic's Tim Sweeney. The pandemic, and its accompanying social distancing, has also made the thought of a virtual world more appealing, especially because the Delta variant spreads. I, for one, have used a variety of virtual and augmented reality apps since the pandemic. While they're still in their youth, these apps reveal a preview of the Metaverse. The notion is that each one folks can join a shared virtual space where we get to be spatially arranged with each other during a similar manner that you'd have in the real world, but combining that with all the things that virtual worlds offer, the ability to create and build 3D content on the fly and to do things that are fantastical, explained Jeremy Bailenson, founding director of Stanford University's Virtual Human Interaction Lab. But the Metaverse comes with risks. Experts warn that Metaverse hosts like Facebook and Epic got to address practical concerns before they create full-fledged digital worlds. Political disinformation, user harassment, and crypto scams already pervade the digital world, and they'll only become bigger problems as we enter the Metaverse, unless companies tackle them head-on. Accountability in the Metaverse. To help visualize the Metaverse, it's best to consider it as a digital version of reality. The online life simulator, Second Life, is a form of Metaverse where you create your own avatar and explore a virtualized version of the real world. As are, to a degree, massive multiplayer online games like World of Warcraft. The gist is you have an avatar that you customize and use to interact with other people's avatars in a virtual setting. But because the 3D digital world becomes more interactive, people will got to be held in charge of their behavior there in universe, NYU Tandon School of Engineering professor Carla Ganis told Yahoo Finance. We really need to think, as we're thinking about the Metaverse, about accountability, thinking about, are we just going to perpetuate the problems we have in grounded or base reality into this Metaverse? Ganis explained. The ills of human culture and society are often persistent, unless we're actually thinking ethically about this stuff. Look no further than Facebook as an example of the type of double-edged sword the Metaverse could wield. Facebook has allowed people to satisfy up with long-lost friends, find life partners, and hook up with people with similar interests. But it's also amplified online harassment and therefore the spread of disinformation on topics starting from the election to COVID-19 vaccines. And while social media companies like Facebook and Twitter work to tamp on such abuses, they haven't eliminated them. In a virtual recreation of our world, harassment might be much more powerful than what's found on social networks. Instead of someone writing comments on your profile page or sending you direct messages, they might walk up to you and scream at you, or follow you across different metaverse regions. Humans are humans, and I don't skills you escape that just because you create it slightly different during a digital sense, IDC's Lewis Ward told Yahoo Finance. Getting the cash straight. The Metaverse is conceptualized by films like Ready Player One, is a single place where users can interact in an uninterrupted world. For now, however, Ganis explained, the Metaverse is separated into a series of fiefdoms, whether those are Fortnite, Mozilla hubs, or another sort of virtual world. For the Metaverse to really begin, Metaverse operators will got to address how users purchase items in their worlds, create and sell goods, and switch their virtual cash into fiat currency. To operate a Metaverse, we need digital money, Ganis said. While non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, came along at the proper time to permit artists and creators to sell their works within the Metaverse, a centralized source will got to serve as the backbone for a way currency changes hands in these new, virtual worlds. You need to have certain fundamental social blocks underneath the Metaverse, in situ, or it's all built on quicksand, Ward explained. The Metaverse will be the world you want, while the Metaverse will need rules to safeguard users. A replacement virtual world could also bring users unique experiences. like playing basketball with LeBron James, flying across the earth, or conducting a symphony in front of a packed house at Lincoln Center. There's a gorgeous lack of attachment to a hard and fast identity in VR, which will give people freedom once they feel kind of unbounded, explained Caitlin Krause, founding father of the XR studio MindWise and a technology and wellness educator at Stanford University. For now, the metaverse remains in its infancy and a game with LeBron won't be within the cards for many people. But major companies are staking their futures thereon. Facebook's Zuckerberg has called it the successor to the mobile internet and one among the foremost exciting projects that we're getting to figure on in our lifetimes.